Welcome back to Perks Recap. Back at it once again. We're hitting Toto today. For the first time, we're doing an individual song reaction, not an album reaction. We actually have two more albums that we are going to be getting to shortly. Toto, the third album, I forgot the name of that one. And then Toto 4, we're going to do complete album reactions to those. But this is an individual song reaction. The name of the song is Home of the Brave. It's off their 7th album. I don't think I know it. The title sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm almost positive I don't know this one. So let's just dive right in. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Here we go.
Everything's gonna be alright, boys. Help is on the way.
Okay.
Hold your head up high now. There's no need to cry now. We're not running anymore. Leave the politics behind, boys. They're not working anymore. So much more at stake here. It's make or break here. Haven't we been here before? Oh, come on!
Okay.
Tell me what we're waiting for. Gotta remember, you don't have to be afraid. You still have the freedom to learn and say what you want to say. Gotta remember, don't let them take away. And then we call the home of the brave. Who sings this song of the people? You don't hear it anymore.
All right, we'll go back 10 so we don't miss anything. I wanted to mention the lineup for this one is different from the other ones. Bobby Kimball's no longer with the band at this point. I guess maybe he comes back later on. He rejoins them later. But it's Joseph Williams is on vocals. And Steve Lukather, and I got the correct pronunciation, I believe, Lukather. Still on guitars. David Page is still there on keys. Steve Porcaro is not there. He's listed as a guest musician, and his brothers Mike and Jeff Porcaro are on. Jeff was there before, but not Mike. Mike is on bass, and Jeff is on drums. And Steve is listed as synthesizers and programming and electronics, again, as a guest. He was part of the original, the first two albums that I did. He was listed as a band member, not as a guest. So there's a little bit of change here. I definitely noticed the difference in vocals. I want to thank Steven for the donation for this one and the suggestion. If you'd like to be like him and donate, information for Venmo and PayPal is in the description below. It's also at the end of this video, or hit the thanks button on YouTube. That's another way you could donate. And if you donate, I react to anything you want me to. And here's an example of it. I'm reacting to this from a donation. So let's go back 10. And let's continue. Here we go.
You don't hear it anymore. I heard it late last summer to the beat of a different drummer. It never sounded quite like this before. So you're trying to shake this feeling. The trouble's right outside your door. Now you're awake each dark night, like a time bomb wound up too tight. Storming waiting just offshore. Oh, come on!
I like that part.
Tell me what we're waiting for.
Yeah, I like that. All right, we'll go back 10 again. Um, that wasn't really a guitar solo, but I definitely like that part where the guitar came in for a little bit. Um, this definitely sounds very 80s, not in a bad way, but it's definitely it sounds straight out of the 80s for sure. Um, but I like 80s music, so it's no problem there. Um, the rest of it, the vocals, I got to say, Joseph Williams on vocals, very good. His voice is really good. I can understand why he took over, and it's just a solid song. I'm not going to say it's anything spectacular or anything great or anything like that, but it's not bad in any way. There's nothing to complain about here. It's just solid across the board. It's just a good song, and that's all I can say about it. It's a good song. It's well made, sung well, played of course very very well. Guitar, the bass, everything right on point, and it sounds really really good. We'll go back 10. There you go. That was Toto, Home of the Brave. Um, I will say, just solid as a rock. There was nothing crazy spectacular about it. I will say that too. Nothing amazing. Nothing blew me away or anything. But it was solid. It was just a solid 80s rock song. I enjoyed that. I like 80s rock. There's no problem there. I will also say, though, I do think that Toto from the 70s that I was listening to, the two other albums that I've done, I'm going to get to the third and fourth one shortly. I probably do like those a little better than this one, but I don't want to put this one down too much. I don't think, I don't want to say, I don't want it to seem like I didn't like this one. I liked it fine. It was fine. I will listen to this again. I'm going to listen to it again right after this. I might like it even more. It's definitely something that could grow on me. And yeah, I like the guitar work in here. I really like the new vocalist. Really cool. Joseph Williams, I believe his name was. And yeah, everything about it just really, really good. There's nothing to complain about with this song whatsoever. So I want to thank Steven for the suggestion and the donation once again. I'm really glad I listened to this. The more Toto I get exposed to, the more I like them, for sure. And this is another one that I liked, and I like the band even more. And I'm sure when I do the other albums, I'm going to like the band more and more and more as we go. Yeah, I was a little surprised. I had no idea that Bobby Kimball wasn't part of the band the entire time. I didn't realize he left the band for a time. I guess he does come back. He did come back later on. And I guess if you see Toto now, or whatever iteration there is of them now, Bobby Kimball's back with them even now. So he does come back. But for this one, I had no problem with the new vocalist whatsoever. Anyway, I want to thank Steven once again for the donation and the suggestion. Don't forget about my podcast, Perks Recap Podcast. Just do a search for it on Google or anywhere you search. It'll come right up. All the various platforms it's on. Wherever you get your podcasts, you can definitely find my podcast. Got a lot of NFL content on there with Al, another subscriber on the channel here. He joins me every Wednesday. We go do a review of the previous week, a preview of the next week. That comes out every Wednesday. Also, some big news. Steven, the one who suggested this video right here, this Toto reaction, he is going to come on the podcast. Might take a couple weeks because we got to get our schedules worked out and things like that. But look for Steven to join the podcast shortly and be talking about the Moody Blues. We're going to talk about the albums I've reacted to, the core 7 that everybody always talks about with the Moody Blues, things we like, things he liked, I liked. It'll be a lot of fun. So it'll be the first real all music podcast that I've done. I would love to do some more of that. So if you want to join me, you can always just send an email to PerksPod@gmail.com. That's what he did, and worked out really well. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully you are too. I really enjoyed this. Hopefully you enjoyed this as well. And until next time, I will see you later.